Welcome to Vertical Football, and this is the game week 12, and it is the North London derby.
Yeah,
this is going to be a very brutal one.
Yes,
anybody that wins paints their color in the city. Yeah, so is it going to be white or is it going to be red? Yeah, so what's the feeling like going into this particular match?
The feeling is amazing, and I've been chatting with a lot of Arsenal guys, and the feeling is mutual. Everyone is hyped, like this is the derby, and they have always been winning.
Yeah,
Arsenal have always been winning this derby, so we all know, and we know very well that Arsenal always have something to show to Tottenham that they are superior. And I think that is what will happen in this match.
Yeah. Speaking about the London derbies, is this the biggest London derby from Arsenal's perspective? Because there's Chelsea, there is Arsenal. I mean, there's Chelsea and there's Tottenham. Is Arsenal versus Tottenham a bigger derby compared to Arsenal versus Chelsea?
Yes, it depends on the angle you are looking at it from. The angle you are looking from. Arsenal naturally hate Tottenham. And this last season, winning the Europa League, Tottenham fans have been
show me your trophy.
Show us your European trophy, and they have been so unnecessary vocal. And this is what Arsenal, this match for Arsenal fans is shut up. Shh. Keep quiet. Keep quiet. We own London. We own London. And that's what Arsenal want to show them this weekend.
All right. So let's go into this particular match. For the last 5 matches, I think Arsenal has been the dominant side.
Yeah.
Now, looking at the way they have played this season, they have been one of the best team in the Premier League.
Yeah.
And looking at Tottenham, they started out well. But it's like they are declining now. How does that affect the match? Do you think Arsenal?
The derby have its own spirit. I do tell people that any derby have that spirit. There's a spirit that follow the football spirit that follow derby, and players behave like they are on drugs
when they are playing the derby.
They are playing that derby. So I'm not going to use previous matches, because derby is not about how many games you have won or lost. Derby is all about we are here and we are doing it now. So this match will be a match of how would I put it? A match whereby I lost my train of thought. Okay, no. A match whereby 2 teams are coming together. A team have been dominant for past years, and another team with their new coach having a different style of play, which can also hurt Arsenal really, because when you look at that kind of play, they are coming together and say we want to be superior, and this is a statement not to the players alone, but also to the fans. That's a statement. So
definitely. So let's talk about one particular thing in the Arsenal squad. Gabriel is out, which is a very big news in the Arsenal's world. How do you think he affects, and how do you think they sort this going forward?
Gabriel, for me, I know a lot of Arsenal fans rate Saliba a lot, maybe because of his calmness. But Gabriel is the beast in that midfield, in that defense. He is a beast. In fact, he makes that back line tick. He makes it, and it's not only defensively,
offensive wise,
Even set piece, when you are doing corners, you know that every team are always anxious of where is Gabriel, even though there's other players, but that Gabriel causes a lot of havoc in opponent's half during the corner kick, and that is what Arsenal are going to miss in this match. I don't think any player can actually replace Gabriel, but the person that will replace him will try, but he will never give them that Gabriel vibe,
that level,
that Gabriel authority.
But I was talking so much about Mosquera and how he brings something close to the standard of what Arsenal have in the centre back. Do you think he replaces Gabriel perfectly?
Now, I don't want to sound like Mosquera hater, but I'm seeing Mosquera having the same personality to Saliba.
The
calm, ball possessing, build up on the back. He's not as ruthless as
that
Gabriel.
Leadership, that man.
Let me just say something about Gabriel, and that is why I think most people hate Gabriel. He's like Zlatan, but in the defensive half, always talking.
He's nasty.
He's nasty. Always, how would I put it? Always saying something to the opponent.
Pepper in their body.
Saying something to the striker, and the striker good notes. Some strikers that cannot handle it, they end up losing that game.
Yeah. Psychologically, they can't control themselves again. They can't control
themselves anymore.
Yeah.
So what did they do? So that's what Gabriel brings in. You know what he did to Haaland?
Mm-hmm.
Even though Haaland scored, it shows how the personality of Haaland. Some strikers have caved in to Gabriel mind games.
Yeah.
And I'm telling people that if Gabriel wants to become a coach, he will be a fantastic coach, because the number one rule of a coach is to get into the opponent's head. And Gabriel is good with that.
Yeah. So in a nutshell, he's a traditional player. Like that's where football is being played in the old. As much as you are playing, you are showing your talent, you are tampering with the opponent's mentality. Yeah.
And who can give that to Arsenal? I searched all through their defense. Nobody. Is that the strange part? Yeah. That is why it's
there's one tweak I feel like maybe or maybe not. What if Calafiori takes that place?
Yes, that's another good player. Calafiori is also good, but I don't think Arteta will go for Calafiori, because Calafiori is doing fine in that angle. So I'm seeing him still sticking with Mosquera in that role. Mosquera is a decent player.
Yeah.
Yes, he can be shaky. This is a derby.
Yeah.
It will be a test for Mosquera.
Smash, yeah.
So I think Mosquera should be able to handle this pressure itself.
Yeah. All right. So let's go into this match. How did you think they set up?
Now I'm thinking that after we do their normal setup, 4-3-3.
Yeah.
4-3-3. But I think this time it will be 4-2-3-1.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's what he has been using since last season, really. 4-2-3-1. And I'm looking at him going with the natural defenders, Calafiori, Timber. Yeah. Thank God I remember Timber name today. Calafiori, Timber, then Mosquera, Saliba. Saliba is also a force to reckon with in Arsenal. He brings that calmness, and he's also a leader. There are sometimes that Saliba did not play, and we can see the shake, the synergy, the synchronization between the partnership is awesome. Gabriel and Saliba, they complement each other. We have seen great players do things like that. Carvalho in Chelsea and Terry. The club with Vidic and Ferdinand. Yeah. When you even go to Arsenal in those era, you will see big time players too doing that for Arsenal in that era. Yeah. And I think that has been what Arteta has done for this team, giving that partnership. So that backline with Mosquera, but this guy did well with New Zealand. What's his name? Ancape. Yeah. He did well, but this is a derby. I don't know, maybe he will be thrown to the pro, but Mosquera should go there. And as you have said, Calafiori can necessarily play that space, but I don't know if he have that willfulness to play like what Gabriel and Saliba
we give.
All right,
so let's go into the midfield.
Yeah, the midfield should be the normal midfield trio. Yeah. The two, Subrimendi and Rice.
Yeah.
Two of them. In fact, both of them are the reason why there is this stability in the midfield in Arsenal. Both of them. That two must come together. Yeah. And one more person there. 4-2. 3-1. So in the attack phase, so we are looking at Trossard. You go with Trossard.
Yeah.
Trossard, then Saka.
Yeah.
Eze in the middle.
Yeah.
In the middle. And the front line. That is where the problem is really giving.
Is there a problem in the front line?
Because Gyökeres is injured.
Oh.
Yeah, Gyökeres is injured. So
let's see what happens.
And this guy is not fully fit.
Havertz.
So,
I think Gabriel Jesus is back.
Yeah, he's back, but I don't think we just throw him to a derby that way.
That's true.
So that's the real issue. But I see Arteta. That's why I want to do the analysis of Semenyo for Arsenal. Maybe after this, I will do that.
But we're very much concerned about this particular match. Who starts in that position?
I think he can end up using Merino as usual as first 9.
Yeah, definitely. That's perfect.
Because
they will just have to play with a different tactics now. And I think in this particular match now, playing with Merino will make us go back to the last season Arsenal, where they don't play with a points 9.
Yeah, the first 9.
Probably they beat Tottenham maybe like 4-0.
No, Merino helped them to strengthen the midfield, because and one thing about Merino is that he is running to the 18 and his positioning. I am still asking myself, that guy must be a striker before. His positioning is amazing for a midfielder. Yeah. So I'm taking that with
Arsenal will score 3 headers in this match. Yes, now, because with the arrival of Merino in that space, is that guy who always like to use his head to score.
So, but for me, I'm seeing this match to be a tight game. Okay. It's either a draw or it's a narrow 2-1 victory
win for Arsenal.
I know the only thing, if Tottenham will play like every other team in the Premiership, just go a little bit, you call it mid-block, but when they're attacking, you go to low block.
Yeah.
So when you are playing, when you are starting the game, you can be in the mid-block, take the midfield. But when you know that the pressure on Arsenal is too much, Arsenal is giving you too much pressure, just go low block.
Well, one thing to just cap it up before we round it up. One thing I see about Tottenham's kind of mid-block is, and to be very honest, I don't like it. They sit in the low block. They sit in the low block and they are kind of like passive in the sense like they just pick the shape. Okay, 4-4-2. Let's say 4-4-2. 4-4-2. And you know, when the opponent is bringing the ball to you, because you are in a low block does not necessarily mean you will just stay there. You need to jump at them to chase them out. Just keep pushing them out. But with Tottenham, we saw it against Chelsea, where they were just passive because they have taken the shape at the back. And they just stood there. Okay, we are 4 here. Let's just stay there. Let them be playing the ball through us, but we are just staying there. So I don't really like the idea of.
It's the standard pattern. Is the standard pattern of Tottenham coach in Brentford. That their low block move like this.
Yeah, but there's too much of passivity. Like somebody is holding the ball and is coming. You know, like okay, when this guy coming, he can get crosses. He can take you on. Push him out back. Don't just stand because you are standing. They just block it. They just do like this. And keep moving around.
They just do like this. You know, so that what they are trying to do is to cover spaces. To cover the space.
Yeah, but it's too passive.
Yeah,
it's too passive.
To a lot of fans will not like it. But the explosiveness that comes with when they hit on transition, that is what Arsenal should be wary of. Because that coach is one of the best transition coach in the Premiership last season.
Yeah.
So I think that explosiveness coming. I won't be surprised if Tottenham will start with 3 man at the back. I won't be surprised if we use 3-4-3 or 3-5-2.
Okay.
I won't be surprised.
Let's see how it goes in this particular match. So thank you very much for joining us.
Yeah.
This is brought to you by Vertical Football. Please like, share, and subscribe to this channel if you have not done that. So we see you some other time. Namaste.